Celebrities are threatening us with a good time. More about that, but first, hi, my name is Jake Berry. Welcome to my StudioJake vidcast, where I talk about all things pop culture, including celebrity gossip and news. Before I dive into the topic, I want to remind you to like this video, leave me a comment, share out the video, and of course, subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs, so every single click of that subscribe button really helps me out. I'm over 990, so I'm in the home stretch here. I'm in the ninth inning. It's the last quarter of the Super Bowl. Whenever I get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything live stream, and I'll be taking questions from the YouTube chat. All right, so this is basically what's happening. The Writers Guild strike has ended. They took a deal that everyone kind of knew was going to be the deal, and I don't think it was worth not going to work for, but good for them. They did their thing, I guess. Well, SAG, which is the Screen Actors Guild, they are continuing their strike. And it's apparent that the studios are getting more frustrated with them. A lot of indie productions are signing waivers and exemptions to allow them to continue work without SAG's or with SAG's permission, I should say, which I think that's kind of funny. So some celebrities are allowed to work while others aren't. And now SAG has also rooked the video game industry into their little, wine fest. And listen, no, I don't feel bad. Hollywood, New York, Atlanta, Nashville, and all of these other places, Toronto, they have been calling the audience. It doesn't matter your ethnicity, your gender, how you identify. They have been calling all of us bigots for since 2012 if we didn't like a certain property, whether it be a movie, a television show, a novel, a comic book. So no, I don't feel bad for them. They are all on strike, and they chose to go on strike, and no, the taxpayers should not subsidize them. They should not get benefits, unemployment benefits. They're not unemployed. They're just choosing not to work. And fine, whatever. The studios are awful as well. The studios promoted that idea of the fans being bigots. So I don't really feel sorry for the studios either. I hope the whole system burns down. The Hollywood system is corrupt. It is bad, and it has brought on some of the worst denigrations of our time. And so, no, I don't miss celebrities barking orders at us. I will say now you can come to YouTube and watch little channels like mine or bigger channels to get your entertainment. You don't need Hollywood anymore, and you don't owe them the benefit of the doubt when it comes to enjoying entertainment. So now Fran Drescher, who's the head of SAG and has done a really terrible job leading SAG, she's under a lot of heat because she is issuing these weird orders like you can't wear certain Halloween costumes. Well, it seems that a lot of celebrities such as George Clooney, Ryan Reynolds, Sarah Paulson, and others, they are kind of over how Fran Drescher is handling this. So they are actually taking matters into their own hands to try to reach a good deal with the studios. So this is according to Deadline. A group of high-profile actors have signed a public letter declaring, they declared it, that they would rather stay on strike than accept a bad deal. Thousands of stars, including Sarah Paulson, Chelsea Handler, Christian Slater, Sandra Oh, Daveed Diggs, Pedro Pascal, and Kal Penn have signed the letter, which is addressed to the SAG-AFTRA negotiating committee. Back in June, before we went on strike, a large group of members signed an open letter telling our leaders that we'd rather go on strike than take a bad deal. Now, more than 100 days into our strike, that is still true. As hard as this is, we would rather stay on strike than take a bad deal. Okay, they said bad deal twice. That's really poor writing, but anyway, continue. We have not come all this way to cave now. We have not gone without work, without pay, and walked picket lines for months just to give up on everything we've been fighting for. We will not accept a contract that fails to address the vital existential problems that we all need fixed. And so then it lists several other big-name actors: Carrie-Anne Moss, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Timothy Olyphant, Zachary Quinto, Helen Hunt. All these are working, and it says the move comes after a separate group of actors, including George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson, Kerry Washington, Tyler Perry, Bradley Cooper, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Aniston, Robert De Niro, Ben Affleck, Laura Dern, Emma Stone, Reese Witherspoon, Ryan Reynolds, and Ariana DeBoise made their own offer to help end the strike. Okay, so yeah, they're tired of how SAG is handling this, and quite frankly, I don't blame them. And honestly, I don't miss them. Let them stay out there and not work and, whine about, how they're millionaires not getting their millions, how some of them are billionaires not getting their billions. Let them cry about it. I don't care what an industry that has attacked me because I don't want to see my favorite superhero race or gender swapped. I want to see them as they are in the lore. I don't want to be attacked for that. I'm tired of it. And quite frankly, tough cookies. If they didn't have a union, they wouldn't have to do this. They could negotiate their contracts with the studios individually. They could make deals with the studios. I know they have concerns about AI and stuff like that. Okay, fine. Put that in your deals. Say, hey, listen, if I'm going to do a movie with you, from now on, you're not allowed to use AI to recreate me. Put it in your individual deal. SAG has been an abject failure since its founding. Same with the Directors Guild, same with the Writers Guild. That's why they have to go on strike. It's not because the studios are offering them bad deals. It's because SAG, who is supposed to get them good deals, have failed. And by the way, I keep hearing this, but only 14% actually make the threshold to be able to get health care that SAG provides. Okay, well, that's SAG committing wage discrimination. If a person comes to you and say, hey, I only made $10,000, but here's my union dues, and SAG's like, oh, sorry, you can't have health care because you only made $10,000 this month. That's wage discrimination. That a union member who is paying their dues should get, and at least keeps work. I'm not saying that they could just sign up for SAG and then not work. If they work consistently, they should be able to get that health care no matter their pay. That's why unions are a scam. They're a fraud. They get you signed up, they take money out of your paycheck, and then they don't actually provide the services, like getting you good deals, like providing you with the services they're supposed to provide you. It's absolutely hogwash. And quite frankly, if I was a SAG striker, I would be mad at SAG now. The strike has gone on for too long. Now, for me as an audience member, I'm not missing them. I'm just watching old television shows. I'm going back and watching reruns of old shows that I enjoy. I don't need SAG. I don't need the WGA. I don't need the DGA. I am perfectly happy to just chillax and watch stuff that I enjoy. Something that's not going to lecture me about my privilege, my imagined privilege, or where a writer superimposes their own life onto an episode of a show that I enjoy, or where they put in a self-insert character. I'm perfectly content with watching shows where characterization, story, plot, everything in between mattered. And I'm not sorry, that this has gone on, as long as it has. We don't need them. We can find entertainment elsewhere. And quite frankly, there are places. One of my buddies, Paul Rowland, he's a movie director. I've shouted out his film before. His film debut, Exemplum, it's free on Tubi, which is a free streaming service. It's free here on YouTube, I believe, as well. And there's a whole other plethora of places where you can find good quality entertainment and you don't need the Hollywood model. Toronto and New York and Atlanta and Nashville and Chicago to some extent and Los Angeles have controlled entertainment in the United States for too long. It's an archaic model, and with these celebrities going on even longer in their strike, and they're saying we're not gonna stop not going to work until we get a fair deal where we get more millions. Don't threaten me with a good time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment, tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.